Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Anditesh Ordo. Today, I'm going to be talking about Darth Bane. Now, I have talked about him a bit before in another video. However, that was just talking about the Darth Bane actually being added to the game. However, this time around, I want to talk about another version of Darth Bane, even though, yes, they could have two versions, like Obelisk Armor Bane and then another Bane if they wanted to. But I'm not talking about those, though. I'm talking about before Bane started becoming a Sith and when he was part of the Gloom Walkers. I feel like I'm going to be actually really more talking about Gloom Walkers, which would be a Sith faction, a mini Sith faction within a Sith faction, within the Sith faction, giving us more Sith to work around with, to play around with, at least until they decide to add them to like a Sith Empire faction or something like that. If they decide to do that, because currently the Sith Trooper in game is not a Sith. They are just more of a well, they kind of are Sith, but they're not, Sith based on force power. They're just part of the Sith Empire. So that's why I would say a Sith Empire. We have the Empire and then Sith Empire. But they probably won't do that. And if they do, that probably won't happen for the next year to 3 years, give or take. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about the Gloom Walkers. So, to do this, I'm going to just go ahead and be on Wikipedia, Star Wars Wikia, Legends, Gloom Walkers. So, there are 4 known characters. Dessel, which is, in fact, Bane. He changes his name. This is the name he was given, Dessel. The lady next to him is Lucia. And then there's 2 others. There's no pictures for these, so they'd probably have to find something to create for Olabor and Adinar. So they would have at least 2 leaders, Olabar and Dessel. And then obviously we'd probably have a Gloom Walker Trooper, Gloom Walker Medic, a Gloom Walker Juggernaut, something of that nature to, spice up the Gloom Walkers, because they were part of the, what's the wording? Brotherhood of Darkness. They were under the Brotherhood of Darkness, but they were non-Force users that actually served the Sith Empire, going against the Republic and the Jedi 10,000, or not 10,000, 1,000 years before Battle of Yavin and Battle of I think it was more Battle of Naboo. But yeah, part of the Brotherhood of Darkness. Granted, yes, eventually, Brotherhood of Darkness could be another group, but I don't see them being as more popular as the Gloom Walkers, mainly because Darth Bane was originally a Gloom Walker. So yeah, adding these characters in, I know it's kind of a quick video, but adding these characters in would be kind of a cool, unique thing for Sith. Like having a Sith medic where they actually heal, maybe healing equalization, not electrolyze. I don't know what I'm thinking. Healing equalization, maybe a cleanse ability, and then a basic. Just a simple, medic. Nothing too extreme. Kind of like the Ewok Elder, but for Sith. That's what we need. I think that's what they need, is kind of find similar characters. Like, I was thinking that they were going to rework old Daka to be like Ewok Elder, but for Night Sisters and Darkseid. Which, adding, like, she already does a lot without the cleansing. And I feel like she could be a cleanser as well. Instead of giving her basic, to do damage to another character, have her healing ability be a cleansing ability. Or adding a second ability to actually cleanse and maybe give Night Sisters tenacity up. That would be phenomenal. Maybe speed up Night Sisters a little bit more. Who knows? But, sorry, I'm not talking about Night Sisters, but yeah, like, Sith need a good healer / cleanser. Like, they do have Savage. He's a really good cleanser, but he's more, I want to say targeted, but not. Like every time he takes a turn, it's a random Sith that he cleanses. So having a full, healing equalization, so that at least if you're going to use that healer, you can use it on a Darth Nihilus-led team without killing or without, ruining, or not being able to heal because of Nihilus's leadership. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the Gloom Walkers. I know for a fact Gloom Walkers, I feel like it'd be a great little Sith add-on. And maybe, just maybe, this is one thing that could be added, like say in the next 3 to 5 months. They add these guys, and then another about 4 months later, 5 months later, give it some time so we can farm them. We use Gloom Walkers to unlock Darth Bane. Or maybe use Gloom Walkers to unlock Darth Bane in a uh, Sith story, not a like kind of like a hero story, but for Darth Bane. Instead of making Darth Bane a legendary character, make him a story character, so we get to see the story of him. Of course, they would also have to create Darth Zana as well, which I wouldn't be I would not didn't I would be happy with that, Darth Zana. So maybe that's something they could kind of incorporate, say like around October of this year. We get the Gloom Walkers, Halloween gloomy something, I don't know, and then so come like February, like maybe we get the Gloom Walkers in October, and then the beginning of January we start being able to farm them for February to where we get the story for Darth Bane. So you kind of get the story and feel of Darth Bane going through, his training. Of course, Gloomwalkers wouldn't have to be the only characters they'd have to work with. They'd also have to work with some of the characters from the Brotherhood of Darkness. So they might have to have a 2 month effect of that. Like characters like, oh, that's the name of planets. I don't want planets. Where's the? I guess I have to. Like we got the leader, or the founder, or not the founder, but the Sith Council. But we're not going to talk about them. Where's the? I guess we're not. But yeah, we got characters like Githany. Githany would be a really interesting Sith Council. Let's see if. Man, I wish they had like members of. Because it doesn't go far. History, organization, appearances. There we go. No, I don't want appearances. I don't want a commercial either. I know I'm kind of doing this as we go, but you kind of get the idea. But like going at the top, like we got, we got the trainer. I think it was Kasem that was a trainer for Bane, where he has a double-bladed lightsaber, and then maybe if he falls below 50% health, it turns into 2 lightsabers or something. We have Githany. Githany would actually be a unique character for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, because we'd actually have a lightsaber whip-wielding character. I think it'd be awesome. Like they'd have a few, Brotherhood of Darkness characters, and maybe and then you'd have the characters for Gloomwalker or the Gloomwalkers. And that would give, by far, an amazing add into the dark side, adding into the, more Sith. And it would be a great thing to do at the end of this year, get that kind of set up so that we can have a story, an actual story for Darth Bane, like a villain's journey or a Sith journey. A journey into being a Sith. That's kind of the journey we get. So we get a Darth Bane character, a dark side character with 6 abilities, a basic, 2 specials, and 1 leader and 2 uniques. That would be a phenomenal character. A phenomenal character to add in. And I would say this Darth Bane would not be the Orbalisk one, but they probably would put the Orbalisk one, which I'd still be fine with. I kind of still be fine with it either way. But, there's 2 versions. I feel like Darth Bane as an Orbalisk armor wielding character would be more of a tank, and then his like after he gets out of the Orbalisk armor, he was more of an attacker, a support / attacker, more of an attacker than support. So, but yeah, that's about my thoughts on Gloomwalkers, and not just Gloomwalkers, but even Brotherhood of Darkness. Even though I didn't discuss Brotherhood of Darkness as much as, Gloomwalkers, because I want to talk more about Darth Bane, because I think he's probably like one of my favorite Sith of all time. One of. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Bane, Revan, Maul, they're like my top tier of Sith that I like. And I would like to see more of them in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So hopefully they decide to go into a Legends route next year, because I feel like that would really be an amazing event for next February. Is every time February comes around, we get something new Sith wise, and this would be a great thing for a February. Like, yes, they would have to prepare in advance. So like the previous September, October, they're preparing so that, come November, December, and then eventually, February, boom, Sith. We got Darth Bane. We got, you know, um, we got Darth Zana. Maybe Darth Zana would be a marquee event character. Or, well, of course, they'd have to release her around this time. And, Darth, and what one thing that'd be really interesting is having Darth Zana and Darth Bane, work together as a, good character. And maybe I know this kind of sounds weird, but maybe this legendary or this story event would unlock not just Darth Bane but also Darth Zana. I know it'd be kind of crazy to do that, two characters in one, but I think it'd be kind of a cool idea. Because yes, you'd have to have non-normal Sith. You'd have to actually use Gloom Walkers and Brotherhood of Darkness Sith to actually unlock them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about this setup for Darth Bane. Hopefully we get it in the next year or two, but I'd have to we'd have to get this in news out to the developers, spread it like wildfire so we can get Darth Bane for like next year or even the following year. 2019 or 2020 would be great to see Darth Bane come into the game and change it up. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching. And you guys have a wonderful day.